Hello everyone, Serenity here. I want to welcome you back to Down Home Crypto. Now in this episode of Zero to Hero, we're going to continue to talk about tokens. Specifically, we're going to start to break down the concept of tokenomics. Now I know that sounds really complicated, but I promise you it's not. But to make it really easy to understand and to really be able to digest and dive in piece by piece, we're going to cut this up into a few different segments. So this first one we're going to talk about is market cap. But if you would, please do me a huge favor. Take a moment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a video. Most importantly, as always, if you're finding this information helpful, educational, or even entertaining, please go out, tell a friend, a family member, a coworker. Let them know there is a source of information where they can learn everything they want to know about cryptocurrency, and we're going to make it easy for them. And they don't have to be tech savvy, or college educated, or rich. They simply have to have a desire to change their life and a courage to follow that dream. And they too can join us on this great crypto adventure. So without further ado, let's dive into market cap. Now, when we start talking about market cap, essentially what we're talking about is the value of a protocol. Okay, so let's take your car, for example. Your car has a specific value. Now, you can raise that value by putting new tires on it, or maybe a new engine, or tint the windows, or paint the car, something like that. But you can also lower the value by driving too many miles, or blowing up the engine, or getting into a wreck. So the market cap is essentially the current value of that entire protocol within the crypto space. How do we calculate that out? Actually, it's really simple. So let me show you. So to calculate out the market cap, like I said, that's going to be the total value of the protocol. The calculation is really super simple. It's the total amount of tokens that are active multiplied by the price per token is going to equal the market cap. So a great example, let's say a protocol launches and it has 10,000 tokens. And the developers decide they're going to launch that token at $1 per token. That means there's a market cap of $10,000. Okay, really simple, right? Now, there's a couple factors we have to take into account on this. First of all is supply and demand. Now, as we know in the current market, anytime the supply is high and the demand is low, those things usually sell pretty cheaply. Now, if it turns the other way around and demand is high and supply is really low, then that raises the value of that particular item. Same thing in the crypto space. So if we start with 10,000 tokens at $1 per token, what do you think is going to happen if 1,000 of those tokens suddenly get thrown away, or burnt as we call them? Well, realistically, that would raise the price of the remaining tokens, right? Because then you have $10,000 in value, but let's say you only have 9,000 tokens. So that's going to raise all the tokens by 10%. So really simple math if you start to work that out. Now, how would you burn a token and why would you burn a token? Believe it or not, almost every protocol has a burn function built within it. Now, that can be when somebody actually sells a token back to the protocol to take the money out. Part of those tokens are burnt, benefiting everybody still in the protocol. Others are when certain actions occur, those tokens are burnt. Now, this is great to keep the momentum going upward on the price action within the protocol. But how do you go about doing that? Believe it or not, it's really easy. In one of our earlier episodes, we talked about wallets. Well, one thing that exists is what we call a dead wallet, which is essentially a place to send tokens to that can never be recovered. So that makes them, quote, inactive, no longer active status. Therefore, inactive tokens do not count against our market cap. And that's why the word here active exists, because an inactive token, or one that can no longer be accessible in any way, shape, or form, no longer has value. So therefore, whatever funds were set across that token are now moved to the remaining tokens that are still active, okay? So to burn a token, you simply send it to a dead wallet that can never be accessed again, and that moves all the value from the tokens that you burnt to the tokens that are still active. Hence, burning a token raises the price of all current active tokens. Now, most of us are never really going to calculate out market cap per se, but it's good information to have and really understand that the market cap decides kind of how healthy a protocol is. The bigger the market cap, the better off it is. Now, since we don't have the time or usually the resources to do this, there are companies out there that do nothing more than monitor cryptocurrencies, what their market cap is, how many coins are out there, and what the current value of those coins are. A great one I like is coinmarketcap.com that you see here. And you can tell right off the bat, number one is Bitcoin, of course, and it has a market cap of $443 billion worth. The current token price is $23,009 and currently going down. So it's going to graph it. It's going to tell me the market cap. It's going to tell me the price per coin. I can go in and find out how much it changed per hour, per 24 hours, or per week. Websites like these are really great to keep us informed on what's going on. And as we know, cryptocurrency is a very volatile market, And as you can see, just in the few seconds we've been recording this, these prices have been changing. And they do that all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So staying on top of your investments is always critical. Now, like I said in the beginning, we're going to take the entire model of tokenomics and we're going to cut it up into different pieces and lessons. This is that first piece about market cap. So I hope this has been helpful. Make sure to tune in next time where we're going to start talking about liquidity pools. So as always, thank you so very much for your time. And until next time, have a great night.